What's up? It's your boy Tay, and tonight we're talking to Mr. Anderson about the very kind of controversial and shady world of performance-enhancing drugs in sport. But you know what? I have to say this. A lot of people are doing it. Maybe somebody next to you on work, looking good, putting on some short pants, and they have their own dirty little secrets. What we're trying to find out is this. Mr. Anderson, what does this cost? The actual cost, not the moral cost. Forget that element. What does this cost?
Depends on what you want to use, depends on the level that you want to get to, depends on the steroid you want to use.
What's your average client using right now?
Average,
Give me a profile.
the average client is probably using testosterone. In the industry, we say test is best. That is usually a base drug for any cycle that you're going to be on. And testosterone, now you can get the vet level testosterone very cheap. You can get a 20 ml bottle that is more than a whole cycle. And you can get that for about $200-300.
TT dollars.
TT dollars. Very cheap. I just need to ask the right person.
Hey, Jim.
Right. And what do you sell?
I do not ever sell the vet quality steroids. I only sell the pharmaceutical grade steroids.
So what does that cost?
A cycle of testosterone.
Look at me. Give me advice on what I need to do to get a little broader, a little pump up, some little boobies, something.
All right, in your case, I would probably put you on a basic cycle of DECA and test. Start a cycle. That may run you into about $1,600, thereabouts. $800 to the test, probably around $800 to the DECA as well.
And that would take how long? That would last how long?
That would average of like about a 10-week cycle, thereabouts.
10 weeks. And what kind of gains can I expect?
If it's your first cycle, you can expect about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. If you are training right and if you are eating right, you can get 10 to 15 quality pounds of lean muscle.
I could do with that. But what we all hear about the organ damage, we all hear about the heart and the cardiovascular failure. We hear about these things. And quite frankly, there's a lot of anecdotal evidence, right? We mentioned earlier on in the show that there aren't many studies about the use of steroids in the specific realm of performance enhancement of a male or female athlete. What can I expect? What are the side effects?
The side effects only come along with what we call steroid abuse.
What is steroid abuse?
Steroid abuse is when you use too much, use it for too long. You have to, it's a hormone that you're taking, right? It's an artificial hormone. It's going to affect your hormone balance as well. So you take steroids in what you call cycles, right? If you stay on a cycle too long, it's going to affect your hormone levels.
How?
Your testosterone production is going to shut down. Now, you know there's this myth.
Will my balls shrink?
Yes, they may.
What? No, seriously. You hear things like, okay, your balls shrink, a woman's clitoris will become longer. What do you know about these side effects? What can you sit here and tell me about these side effects?
Yes, these side effects can happen, yes. Now, the shrinkage, the testicular shrinkage is temporary. And it's also not very noticeable. It's not to say they're going to disappear, right? But whenever you are on a hormone, your testosterone production shuts down as a man, and that is where your testosterone is produced, right? So once you're on the cycle, you're going to get temporary shrinkage. Sometimes it's not even noticeable. When you come off of the cycle, you're going to come back to normal. Okay. The women, however, their side effects tend to be a bit harsher depending on the drugs that they're using.
Give me an example. What's the worst that you've seen?
The worst that I've seen, well, if she uses a very harsh drug, let's say straight up testosterone, let's say she takes 400 milligrams of testosterone, she is going to build a lot of muscle because a woman's testosterone level is a lot lower than a man naturally. So she is going to build a lot of muscle, but the very bad side effects in women can be male pattern baldness, they can get acne, they can get breast shrinkage, they can have irregular periods, and one of the very unfortunate or fortunate, depends on your perspective, side effects is clitoral enlargement.
What are we talking about here? Give me a range of size.
a range of size.
Is it bigger than a peanut?
Bigger than what?
A peanut.
In some cases, yes.
Is it long like my finger?
Almost in some cases. It depends on how long you've been using it. It depends on what you've been using. It depends on your genetic predisposition.
Elephant ears?
The big ears and the protruding jaw and protruding brow and thing tend to be associated with growth hormone.
Okay.
It's not definitive, but it has been suggested that it happens. It's going to make almost all of your organs get bigger.
Wow. What about increased sex drive in women?
Oh yeah. Well, testosterone is linked with sex drive.
Right. When you say increased sex drive, are we talking about scraping the paint off a wall?
It depends on the woman. It depends on the person. If a woman injects a lot of testosterone in her body, yeah, her sex drive is going to go through the roof.
Go through the roof.
It happens to the guys too, of course.
So there are mixed bag, but in terms of like the medical things that you had to go to the doctor, things that you had to go in the hospital for. Man dropping down in the gym and thing.
I have never seen anybody die from steroid use. I have seen people have complications due to high blood pressure or maybe high cholesterol and stuff from long-term steroid use because certain steroids you're going to retain water. Without water retention,
More work on the kidneys.
right, you're going to have issues. If you use oral steroids as well, they're going to affect your kidneys and your liver because your kidneys and your liver have to process the steroids, and some of them are very harsh. And the rule of thumb is the more effective the steroid is in the short term, the harsher it is on your body.
People, I know. We're trying to find out. Talking about performance enhancing drugs. And you're on the record, so you know what's going on here. It's straight from the horse's mouth. Don't go nowhere. We're coming right back at you.
Tonight.